From a compilation of articles by Rabbi Michael-ben-Pesach, Portnaar. True raising man, with trembling and sweat. Fragment from the Zohar, lesson number 143, transcribed by Yosef I. Zohar tells us that the raising of man from the lower masach is made with trembling and sweat. With trembling and sweat, because such an interaction between the upper light and Kli, it causes trembling and sweat in the Kli, because Kli has only one desire to receive. How can one make the Kli, which is created naturally in such a way that its nature is reception, so that he will start to work to give, so that it will raise all of the vectors of its strengths up, when his nature is only to take into itself? And so this is not possible in any other way than baratat vetzia, with trembling and sweat. Therefore, if someone says to you, I give simply, I love the Creator so much that for me this is not a problem, or in this same way from within your own evil beginning, inclination encourages you, beware of this. This does not exist. At a certain time, when I was teaching my students in the first years, and when someone wanted to give some sum of money, and when in general there was talk going on of giving, someone gave money to someone else, saying, I am indeed giving to others for different purposes with joy, with enthusiasm. And then I explained to him that this is not counted to you as real giving. And they were amazed by this and worked long on themselves, and many did not understand what I was explaining. To them it seemed that, as it is said, they are giving from the heart. That this is giving, bestowal. Completely incorrect. I taught them that every time you open your wallet, figuratively speaking, to give to someone, it should not come from the heart, because that means that only his own desire to receive enjoys this. Our nature is to receive, and even if we will give 1 million to orphanages, to hospitals, that this is as though he didn't give a thing. Understand and justify what I'm saying, and then you will develop and go further spiritually towards your goal, towards your perfection. And when you give, you should feel the force of gravity. You must stand with your 2 feet on the ground. We are not angels, thank God. We need to feel the material, and through the material to give way for the light to come, so that we can open up to the light with trembling and sweat. In the same way, open your wallet with trembling and sweat. That is to give not because my heart wants to. Heart, in other words, means my desire to receive. This is my evil beginning, also called evil inclination. I give to someone, and from this I receive a bigger pleasure from that which I give him than I would have had I not given. Turns out to be self-deceit. The same thing. When you give to your kids, wife, and to whoever else, you must give with labor, must break yourself. And this will be true bestowal, because giving is not our nature. The more you study Kabbalah, the more you should come to feel even the lowest, coarsest levels of your kilim. And they say, what? Are you crazy or something? It is painful for you to give something, even a little, because this is not our nature. You have to feel this heaviness, as he says, with trembling and sweat. Then it will be counted to you as merit, as a feat of strength of overcoming varieties of forces of earthly gravity, i.e. including our desire to receive for our own sakes. It is also built on this principle. From the heaviness of your kilim, you do this action with trembling and sweat, and not with an outstretched hand, and this is going to give you advancement in spiritual work. Very few know this great secret. A person feels himself as good, goes down a road, sees that someone is playing a harmonica, and he gives him coins, and it is pleasant to him, and from this the sun shines on him. But all of this is empty. He didn't do anything, not for himself, not for the other. But the raising of man, or choser, it is, with trembling and sweat, as described the Zohar.